What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I've got another PSA returns video for you today. I've got 15 cards that I sent to PSA back in November 2022 with a bunch of mates. So we submitted over 50 cards. I sent in 15 cards. I've already looked through all the cards last night with the guys, and I just wanted to show each of the cards and tell you a bit of a story behind each of them if they've got one, and yeah, we'll go from there. So first up is the Umbreon VMAX Rainbow Secret from Evolving Skies. So I actually pulled this like back in April 2022. I think it was while I was on holidays in Victoria. I wasn't sure if it was going to get a 10. It was slightly off center left to right, but it ended up coming back at a 10. So I'm super happy, and I'll be keeping that in my collection. Next up is the Sylveon V Alt-Art, which I'm also really happy got a 10, and I'm actually a bit shocked because I thought up the top there's a bit of edge wear up the top there. I did think this was going to come back a 9, but it got the 10. Everything else was pretty spot on except for that little bit of edge wear, so I guess I got away with it. Yeah, super nice card, and happy to have another Alt-Art in the collection. Next one is the beautiful Cheryl. So I actually bought this from Dimmy or Poke Electro, if you know him on Instagram. So I thought this was going to get a 9 as well, but only because the centering top to bottom, like the top is quite thin, but I think that's because they considered the trainer and supporter heading actually like overlaps the centering. So I think that's why it still got a 10, but otherwise it was super clean when I bought it from him. And yeah, I'm going to keep that in my collection as well. It's like, yeah, it's a really nice waifu card if you're into that. Next up is a Gold Mew. So I pulled this last year sometime before I sent cards off to BGS, because I actually pulled this almost back to back with the BGS 10 Black Label of the same card that I own. So they're all in from the same Zacian case, Celebrations case. So I think probably edge wear and then the centering top to bottom isn't great, but I think maybe edge wear as well might have taken it down. You can see the centering, you see the bottom, there's like nothing there. So that's probably why that got an 8. Next up is a Professor's Research. So this is from those Juniper Premium Collection like milk cartons. I didn't think this was going to get a 10 either, only because the corners, there's a bit of whitening on the corners here and there. The centering wasn't great, and then some of the corners were cut quite badly. So like the front is quite clean, but the back is what let it down. But it's still managed to get a 10. So there you go. Next up is one of my favorite Pikachu cards, is the Unagaba. So really stoked that this one got a 10. I am a bit upset though, but it's got those. I had a previous sub where I sent some Unagabas, and they're back at PSA right now. But they had like these square. You can't really see it in the video, but I had these like square dot errors, and I think that comes out on the slab when they're putting the slabs together. Next up is a Rayquaza V Full Art from Evolving Sky. So this one I pulled from a booster box I opened way back when, like sometime mid last year. Like I said, I sent these in November, and they only came back last week, so it was a bit of a process, and that was before I started submitting myself. But yeah, nice to have one of these. I probably will be selling that one. And this one, I was really shocked that this got a 10 as well, was the Lost Origin Charizard. So I checked on eBay, and these are currently going for like $90 to $110. So they're pretty sought after, even though the pop's over 1,000. So this one had a little bit of edge wear on the top, a little bit of whitening as well. But yeah, still managed a 10. So I'm gonna move that one on as well. One that I was hoping would be a 10 was the Hydreigon C. So this one is a 9. I actually couldn't really figure out what the issue was, because it was super clean, obviously why I sent it, unless there's like some print lines on the holo. I just couldn't tell close up when I was looking at it. So that was a bit of a disappointment. So I got an 8 and a 9 there, and the rest are 10 so far. Eevee VMAX. So I think this one I was actually given this by Jimmy Poke Electro again, way back when I bought my Dragonite V Alt-Art from him. Or it was either this one or the next one, because I did send a second one. So one of these was given to me as a gift. The other one I purchased from someone, I think for like $6. So both came back a 10, and yeah, I'll be looking to move those on so I can grow my collection. Another one of the really cool promos that have come out of Japan recently is the Mischievous Pichu. So I got this in a 10. So these are both the ones I've got here. I purchased on eBay. They're probably like $16 to $17 a piece. And and yeah, both came back a 10. So yeah, happy to. I'll probably keep one, sell one. And then lucky last, I had purchased 2 of these Tyranitar's way back in 2022, like everything else. I was expecting one of them to get a 9 and one to get a 10, because I was like, I mean, I can't see it now that I've got the slabs in front of me, but one had like some weird looking marking on it, and I can't see it since I've got them back. But yeah, both of those got a 10 too. So all up, 13 10s, 1 8, 1 9. So we're sitting at about an 86% gem return rate. So that's I guess consistent with what I've been subbing. So I'm super happy with that. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.